That's the greetings in these parts, and when you come to College Station, Texas, you know that the Aggies are ready to gig 'em. Kyle Field will be swaying and electric for this one. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Auburn Tigers taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Auburn's return team will have that offense backed up. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Brown will throw it. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will try to get something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies. This is why they show up for Midnight Yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
Last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Brown wants to pass. He finds his man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself opening.
Open runway ahead. Inside the 10. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Fires to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To the air, it's Reed. Quickly complete. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time, 2nd and long from the 19.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They're setting up the screen. And the defense drags him down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Field goal is good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll try it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Quarterback checking the play. Back to throw. It's Reed. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. A strike downfield. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long, not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Trying to get the edge on the right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Running to the left. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The give to the tailback. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
When you think Texas A&M football, man, you think running the football all the way back to R.C. Slocum, a great Aggie head coach. You just want to be the more physical team, and you want to be imposing your will. This guy right here toting the rock has the ability to wear and grind on defenses. He brings that physical presence to this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We're going to play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. Maybe a little long for a field goal, definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Looking for room. It's Owens.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They want to run it left here. Pirouettes through. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll run it on first and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
Pushes ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A tantalizing top 15 showdown today, and we've got an update. UCLA is down right now inside the Rose Bowl, but this young man under center has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Pasadena today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Penn State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas? Thanks
for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Give to the running back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
Brown will throw it. He makes the connection. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Comes out throwing on first down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
This time on target. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw it again. Coming after him. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. Auburn sends out the punting unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground with the 41. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. He's looking to throw it. Feeling some heat. can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. That's caught. It's Owens. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
To throw, it's Reed. Finds his big tight end. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Texas A&M trying to gig him in the red zone. They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll immediately call timeout. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. He got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Texas A&M going up tempo. He's looking to pass. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking for space. It's Alston. And the spin move was sweet and athletic, but not necessarily that productive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker, and then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. You've got to believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip.
And the returner will be knocked down. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback will audible. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to get to the perimeter, but how about the DBs beating their blocks and using their speed to get upfield and create the negative play?
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Extending the play. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. That's caught. It's Campbell. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. They're going to throw it again. Buying some time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they're able to get him down.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He tries to take the top off. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. On 4th down, going to the air. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hind.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn lines up quickly. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Just drives it between the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. UCLA is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Penn State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's got it down the left. Got a lot of running room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggie. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's a draw. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Trying to get to him. Finds his tight end. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Going up top on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. Fires into a world of traffic, and it's picked off. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
He breaks a tackle. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Auburn sends out the punting unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll bring it back. It's Golden. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Snags it over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Scrambling away. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Couldn't get anything done on first down. Now 2nd and 10 from the 46. The play action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Wants to throw on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds his man. It's Owens. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. They keep pushing forward. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And the pummeling has started. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. Rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Brown wants to pass, using the quick game. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
On 4th down, looking to pass. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
The run to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. So they'll try to salvage this drive on 2nd and long from the 12. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How about that D coming up with a play like that? That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game, and playing a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
Finds his man, and they convert. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. He lobs one high down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Here we go. They want to just keep throwing it. Finds his man. It's Thompson. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. The give on the inside. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. To the ground with the back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Brown wants to pass. Makes the grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack at the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. Pressure coming. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And he tacks on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and gets the ball. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Campbell. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Texas A&M going quickly. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch.
Touchdown, Aggies! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day at all.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Brown will throw it. Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You can tell they were ready. They were fast.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,